talk about, hey, I know it sucks, you're in a lot of pain, but the pain will get better, here's how. So I always offer value in all my email sequences. This will take you time to write, but once you're done writing it, this will constantly work for you while you're sleeping and constantly communicating with people who are not ready to make that commitment to work with you yet. Hey guys, Dr. Natty here with Worthy Entrepreneur. So today I got 3 tips for you that you can do right now to actually help get more clients, more patients in front of you, in front of your door, so that way you can start helping people. So tip number 1, you need to get outside and do some community event. And what I mean by that is that you as a business owner, whether it's your clinic or your small business, whatever it is that you own, you need to go out there and make sure that people within 5-mile radius or 10-mile radius know exactly what you do and who you serve. So you start doing this by just going B2B, knocking on the door, telling people what you do and how you can help them, especially if you have someone that is kind of similar adjacent clients, right? So for us, I just recently did a yoga event with a high-end yoga studio that actually share same, ideal clients as what we do in Myokinetics. So when I show up there with my team, we can actually get in contact with their customer. So when they get hurt, because we cannot predict when people would need PT or when they actually want to take action in fixing their problem, we'll be there when they're ready to take those actions. So getting to the community event, try to find small businesses that actually align with your core value. That's the biggest thing I wanna tell you guys when it comes to building an event together. You wanna go with someone that actually care about the client just as much as you do. You don't want someone that just actually go after the dollar, because then you can only see it. All the relationship would be really, really transactional, and you want it to be as clean cut and as all about value as much as possible. The 3 things I learned about having a community is that you want 3 wins, right? So the win for that person, a win for the clients, and a win for you. You don't want to be a win-win, because that's only serve you and them and not the client, right? So that's the first one. Second thing that you can do right now to help generate more leads and also get people in front of your door and into your business is having a follow-up sequence, like email follow-up sequence, like super robust, right? So for us, we have our own CRM system, and last week I just wrote 60 emails that will follow up with the unconverted lead that we have. So since we specialize in season-ending sport injury at Myokinetics, I wrote an email for the unconverted leads that I have for people who actually went through ACL tear. So I wrote it all the way from day 1 all the way to at the end of the year of what they should be expecting. So with all those email sequence, I talked about as if what I would say to them if they were in front of me. So I just talk about, hey, I know it sucks, you're in a lot of pain, but the pain will get better, here's how, right? So I always offer value in all my email sequences. This will take you time to write, but once you're done writing it, this will constantly work for you while you're sleeping and constantly communicating with people who are not ready to make that commitment to work with you yet. So identify something in your business that you can constantly talk about, especially for the clients that are not ready yet to work with you. My whole thing is that if I have someone who's unconverted that didn't say no, if they don't tell me like, hey, take me off your list or stop texting me, then they're okay with us communicating with them and they give us permission for that. So if you have a robust email list, or if you have an email list at all, start with something. Start communicating with them, give them value. Do not make them regret opening the email. You want to make sure that by the time they open it, they read it through, whether it's take 3 to 5 minutes. You want them to feel more educated, and you want them to feel that they actually know who you are and your business and what you're about. So that way you have really good trust-based marketing, right? That's the whole thing. And lastly, the third thing that you can do right now is to just ask people for testimonial, review, and refer. Right? All those 3 go hands in hand, because once you ask people, hey, are you happy with the service we're providing? Is there anything we can do better? And say, no, you guys have been great. I say, okay, well, can you write us a Google review? Once they write us a Google review, we can even ask them for a testimonial. Hey, can you actually, like get on camera, talk to the people that's just like you, of all the things you went through to overcome some objection that you have, especially when it comes to price, when it comes to distance, because those are the 2 things that people always hung up on. And then people gladly will share their story, because they know their story will actually help more people overcome some objection that they used to have, right? Because without them trusting in you, get into your business and your door, they don't get the transformation that they have right now. And then lastly, you can just say, hey, is there anyone else you know that is going through something like this, going through some limitation, or value the same thing you value, that would actually like the product or service I offer, right? So for me, being a physical therapist, I cannot tell people like, oh yeah, like when people get hurt, send them my way. I have to tell them like, hey, listen, is there anyone right now that been going through PT, is not getting the result that they want, and it's kind of fed up and feeling behind, like, because those are the people that we can help, right? So you see how I segment that? I'm not for everyone, I'm for a certain individual. So now that makes the referral a lot easier. And a bonus tip here when it comes to asking for referral, you don't want to just ask people for referral, you want to give them something so that way they can give it to the referral for you. So for example, I have an ACL book that I often would give to people. I say, hey, I'm sorry, someone just tore the ACL. Here, take this book, give it to your friend. If they have any questions, tell them to reach out to me, right? So now it's easy. They just, like that package right there will control the conversation. Because for us as physical therapists, we do a lot of stuff. And if I leave it to the patient to tell, other patient what we do or other referral what to do, they're gonna say, yeah, Dr. Natty just cracked my neck and it made me work really, really hard. Like, that doesn't sound enticing to anyone, right? If I say, hey, here's a book, here's a free report, here's a care package that we can send to your friend on your behalf, that would be an easy conversation. So those are 3 quick things that just literally should cost you nothing except time. And the one thing I learned is that it's always a simple stuff that actually moved the biggest needle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do, share, like, and subscribe.